Each year, roughly 2 billion low-tech pencils are sold in the US, and 14 billion are sold worldwide. So how do they do it? The journey of a pencil begins with the procurement of essential raw materials. The primary components of a pencil are graphite, clay, and wood. Graphite, a naturally occurring form of carbon, is extracted from mines worldwide. The highest quality graphite, known as vein graphite, comes from Sri Lanka and Madagascar. Simultaneously, the clay required for the pencil's core is collected from deposits and quarries. This clay is crucial in determining the pencil's hardness and the darkness of the lead. In addition to graphite and clay, wood plays a pivotal role in pencil construction. The most commonly used wood is cedar, more specifically California cedar, the choice wood for many years. Cedar has a pleasant odor, does not warp or lose its shape, and is readily available. Pencil manufacturers often rely on sustainable forestry practices to ensure the responsible sourcing of wood. Once the raw materials are obtained, the pencil core's preparation begins. First, the graphite and clay are ground into fine powders separately. The ratio of graphite to clay determines the pencil's lead hardness, with higher graphite content producing softer leads, and vice versa. Next, the powdered graphite and clay are mixed together with water to form a homogeneous paste. The paste undergoes a refining process to ensure uniformity. The mixture is then extruded through a machine to shape it into long, thin rods. These rods are cut into lengths corresponding to the pencil's final size. The process of mixing graphite with clay can be traced back to a chemist named Nicolas Jacques Conte. Interestingly, his discovery came as a result of the graphite shortage in the late 18th century. Conte discovered that when powdered graphite, powdered clay, and water were mixed, molded, and baked, the finished product wrote as smoothly as pure graphite. The invention was so revolutionary that it's still used in pencil production to this date. The next step in pencil manufacturing is the encasing process, where the prepared graphite cores are encased in wooden slats. These slats are typically made from cedar wood. The cedar usually arrives at the factory already dried, stained, and waxed to prevent warping. Logs are then sawed into narrow strips called slats. These are about 7.25 inches long, 0.25 inches thick, and 2.75 inches wide. The slats are then placed into a feeder and dropped, one by one, onto a conveyor belt which moves them along at a constant rate. One by one, the slats pass under a giant cutting wheel. This wheel carves grooves into the slats that will become the channel in the middle that holds the lead. Continuing along the conveyor belt, half of the slats are coated with a layer of glue, and the cut graphite is laid in the grooves of these slats. The slats without glue and without graphite in the grooves are placed on another belt that carries them to a machine that picks them up and turns them over. So they're laying on the belt with the grooves facing down. The two conveyor belts then meet, and each unglued slat is placed over a slat with glue and graphite, forming a sandwich. After the sandwiches have been removed from the conveyor belt, they are placed into a metal clamp and squeezed by a hydraulic press and left clamped together until the glue is dry. Once bonded, the pencils go through shaping machines. These machines cut the pencil slats into their iconic hexagonal shape, which is the most popular due to its ergonomic design and resistance to rolling off surfaces.